What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another crafted transmog video. Now, some of you may already recognize this place. I actually recorded a video here before. This was my first ever video. Really excited to re-record, especially because we're not really focusing on the same thing this time around. We're actually focusing on the crafted side of things. Now, the first time I made this video, we focused on just getting this pattern here, the pattern Shadoweave mask. It has a 1.5% chance to drop off of these folks here, these dark iron steamsmiths. But the important part here is we're focusing on the transmog side, the crafted side. So, for anybody who is not familiar with that first video, we are located here in the Searing Gorge. We are located just north of the Cauldron here. Pretty easy to get to if you're Alliance. Honestly, you just fly northeast from Stormwind. If you're a Horde like me, I almost recommend coming here on a Druid, just porting to Duskwood and flying north. Otherwise, you can port from Twilight Highlands and then just fly southwest. Now, you can get this. You don't necessarily have to be a tailor. You can get this on any class. It is just a world drop from the Dark Iron Steamsmiths here. I was out here. I've been just running around testing it. It took me maybe 5 minutes at most to get something from the Dark Iron Steamsmiths. It's a really high drop chance. Pretty easy. They don't hyper spawn. Look, there's my second. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, there's my second one there. It's really easy to come. Like I said, recommend coming out on a Druid just because you have instant flight form as well. So very quick. But if you're in the area, it really does not take long to clear out the entire Dark Iron Steamsmith population. They're basically, I'll show you right real quick. So there's a camp here. There's a camp over here, and then you're basically just gonna follow this path here and then go all the way to over there. So it's not a huge area. It's pretty quick to at least pick up a pattern. I do recommend if you already have this pattern, definitely still continue to post these on the auction house because it has a 0.06 sell rate for this pattern. Absolutely insane. And it has a region market of 5.3k. I've sold plenty of these at 5,000 gold and above. So it's really nice to be able to not only post the pattern itself, but then also post the crafted item. So let's look at that real quick. So I have it right here as a favorite, just so it's quick and easy to show you guys. This is a tailoring pattern. Now, you don't need to be a tailor to get the pattern. Let me just reiterate that. I know with some of these other ones, you do have to have whatever the profession is just because it's a BOP pattern. But this one is BOE, sell it on the auction house. So the Shadowweave mask itself, really good. Now, you won't make millions with this overnight. However, I sell about 2 to 3 of these each week. So it is a very steady item to sell on the auction house. And it's really inexpensive to make as well. So it shows here my crafting cost is 553 gold. The only reason it's that expensive is because of the shadow silk right here. Normally it's not 45 gold on the auction house. Normally for me it's like 8 gold. See, like if you see my purchase tier, I think the most expensive I got was 17 gold. It's normally about 8 gold or so. So pretty inexpensive. It requires 8 shadow silk, 2 heavy silken thread, which you just buy off of a vendor, and then bolt of mage weave, which really, like, mage weave is pretty easy to come by anyway. You actually get some mage weave as you are killing the steamsmiths as well. So worst case, use that. Crazy easy to get the material. It has a 0.27 sell rate, which is absolutely insane. Most of the other crafted transmog we cover is anywhere between, I want to say like a 0.02, 0.03 sell rate, because I'm trying to make videos of all of the ones that I have a lot of success selling. And this one, honestly, outside of the shirts that you make from tailoring, this is probably my best seller. I love this pattern. Crazy easy. Definitely have, I never can keep it in stock. That's like the one downside to it, is it sells so quickly. And there's actually there have been days where I've posted 3 to the auction house and all 3 have sold. So highly recommend this pattern. It actually is pretty nice looking too. It's a nice purple mask right here. But the reason that it's so popular is because it's used for one of the secret mounts. So regardless of whether or not people are buying it, they're either going to buy it for transmog purposes, but it's required for the Lucid Nightmare. So really cool item. If you are just starting out with your crafted transmog and you're kind of feeling down because you haven't gotten a whole lot of sales yet, I would say come out and get this. I mean, honestly, if you don't even want to farm the pattern, if you just want to buy it off of the auction house, I wouldn't recommend that, but just because it's so easy to get by yourself. But you're going to make the gold back so quickly just by learning this pattern. 100%. The shadow silk, the one thing I do want to point out here, if you don't know where to farm it, if you're into farming dungeons, I would farm Lower Blackrock or I would farm Razorfen Downs. Both of those have spiders that drop the shadow silk. There are also open world farms. I believe there's one here actually in Searing Gorge with spiders where you can get it. But just check the places you can get. I mean, honestly, even if you're buying all of the material off of the auction house, it's so easy. It's so easy to make profit off of this. Unfortunately, yeah, see, there are some spiders right here. I think all of the spiders are kind of like in this area here on the western side. But it's so, so easy. Unfortunately, at the moment, the price is really, really low on my server. But even if I were to buy all of the material, I still would be making a profit. I normally sell them for about 1,000 gold to up to 1,200 gold. So definitely worth it if you have not gotten this pattern yet. Really, really recommend it. And definitely, this is kind of a combined Forgotten Farm too, just because if you don't have the pattern up in the auction house, you're definitely missing out on sales. I make a pretty penny off of both of those. But that's it, guys. Really, really short and simple, nice crafted transmog for you guys. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more and you have not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I'm trying to put out at least one crafted transmog video a week. It's a little bit hard where we're focusing on like blacksmithing, leatherworking, and tailoring. And eventually I do want to start focusing on engineering as well. So there's just a whole lot of content to cover. So please let me know if you want to see more than one crafted transmog video a week. I have plenty of content to cover. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.